We're trying to show you to install the Radar Training Lab software DXR10. The software comes on the CD. You're supposed to copy the software from the CD onto your desktop. You're supposed to log in as an administrator onto the operating system. The software has been tested on Windows XP only, so we advise you to kindly use the Windows XP as the preferred OS. You're supposed to switch off any antivirus softwares like Kaspersky, Norton being running in the background, as they may interfere in the installation process. We need to double click the software and this will start installing the signal processing software. We need to intuitively proceed with the installation process. It asks for next. We need to say yes to the license agreement. It asks for a location. We are installing it at C drive program files, and we are allowing it to be used by everybody who uses the computer. Now the software is being installed. Icon for the software is placed onto the desktop. We double click the icon and we open a software utility. Now the software looks like an oscilloscope. This software is primarily capturing the microphone input of the sound card of the computer, processing that signal in the time and frequency domain like an oscilloscope or a spectrum analyzer, and displaying the contents onto the monitor of the computer. The software operates more or less like a digital storage oscilloscope or like a spectrum analyzer. We need to make sure that the sound card has been installed and been enabled on the computer for it to be able to utilize the sound processing facility. The software is easy to install. Now it has a play button on the top left corner which says it's online or hold. The mouse over will display the function of each of the buttons. We need to press online or the play button for it to start capturing the signal from the microphone. We need to press hold when we need to stop the capturing of the file. There are buttons to save the file as a WAV file to be used for analyzing later on. We can save the screenshot as a BMP. We can print out the files. We can display Lysage's figures. We can display. There are several controls being used. We will briefly move you over from this to the settings menu. Settings menu has a option for ADC and buffer settings. We are taking you to the buffer setting menu. The default setting is 44,100 as the sampling rate per hertz. The bits per sample is being by default set as 16 bit. The buffer length is 50 millisecond. We may have to adjust this buffer length in several of our signal analyzing applications, while we may be doing the pendulum experiment wherein the pendulum time period is about 1 second. We may have to change the buffer length up to 20,000 milliseconds. We may, on increasing the buffer length, the display will take that much time to refresh, but the maximum file it can process is about 20 seconds. For normal use, we may use 500 millisecond as a default setting. Now when we press online button, it starts capturing the signal, and every 500 milliseconds it starts displaying the signal being captured. Right now the horizontal is displayed as time, the vertical as amplitude. There is a control which can move the horizontal menu to a frequency menu, and the internal FFT will be used to display the signal as a spectrum analyzer. In the time domain, we can change the time base as millisecond per division. It can go from the slowest of 500 milliseconds per division. Right now the buffer length was being set as 500 milliseconds, so we see that the display is compressed onto one graticule only. We may have to increase the buffer size when we have to observe the signal on lower time base settings, while on the higher time base settings the smaller buffer length may be sufficient. Now we can expand the signal and we can go up to 0.01 milliseconds per division, which is pretty fast for it to display. It can comfortably process signals in the frequency range of 20 Hz up to 20 kilohertz, which also happens to be the signal output capability of our radar. The radar has a IF output which is about 19.5 Hz for every kilometer per hour. So if we have a target which is moving at 1000 km per hour, we need to process a signal which is 19.5 kilohertz, which is why we have chosen the Doppler, we have chosen the radar, and we are using the sound processing capability of the normal PC for signal visualization and calculations.